let this beat.
Welcome to another episode. Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I can continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now rocking with the best. And since you are rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. We got to go with today, y'all. I said we got a good one today, y'all. We are talking about the Ashlyn Watkins injury. We got to talk more about that injury and how it changes everything for the South Carolina women's basketball team. We have to discuss that. And before we get to that, I got to remind you to follow me on Twitter. It's on the bottom of the screen. Follow me on Twitter at Gamecocks Talk and follow me on Instagram at Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. And in terms of wherever you get your podcasts, you can find me Apple Podcasts and Spotify. I'm everywhere. So make sure you click that button. And if you're digging what you're hearing, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button to continue to help this program grow and it'll continue to spread the gospel of Gamecocks. So Ashlyn Watkins is out. She is out for the rest of the season. It's a torn ACL, and it changes. It changes a lot for the South Carolina women's basketball team. It is we have to adjust our way of thinking now. And we have relied on our depth for this season. And going into the season, I said that this was the most talented roster in the history of South Carolina women's basketball. That has changed. It's changed because obviously Watkins is out. And you've had Maddy up and down in the lineup. She's played 10 games this season. Hopefully she'll play tomorrow. We'll get more notification on that once Dawn Staley does her interview that she normally does the day before the game. And I was suspecting more from Maryam Dauda at this point. The Arkansas transfer who averaged about 11 points to Arkansas and has been getting spotty minutes in the South Carolina uniform. Adhel Tac is about where I thought she would be in terms of recovery from her injuries. And Zakima's been injured a large portion of this season. So the depth has been tested. And we can't even go back. Let's go backwards, right? Where the suspension with Watkins, missing the Michigan game. The depth has been tested, and we just got to look at things a little differently now. How South Carolina will adjust, in Watkins' absence. I mean, first off, if we're going to talk about the offense with Watkins, which is a thing that we normally don't discuss when we talk about Ashlyn Watkins, but Watkins is one of the first players off the bench and typically the first post player off the bench. And her 19 minutes of play to go along with her 7 points per game and 51% from the field and 68% from the free throw line, which is the highest in her South Carolina career, will be missed offensively. She is a inside presence offensively. She can carve out space. She can get to the block and do damage. She's a really good screener. She's a good passer. Those things will be missed with her not being available. And it's those intricate things on the offensive end, and she's a smart basketball player. Those intricacies are going to be missed by her. It was missed during the Michigan game. It really was. And you obviously that was the first basketball game, and it was the first game that of Joyce Edwards' career. It was the first game with Feagin getting substantial minutes and being relied on as a starter. And a lot has changed, obviously, The continuity has changed. The offense has grown, and the defense has grown as well. But it's not a something that sticks at your craw when you're thinking about Ashlyn Watkins and what she brought on offense. There are offense ain't going to change. The offense will not change with Ashlyn Watkins not being available to play. Ain't gonna change whatsoever. The offense will stay the same, and in terms of the offense, it'll be the next woman up. But who steps in Watkins' absence? Who steps in? Who are going to get those 19 minutes of basketball time? The first candidate is, because we've seen this. We've seen what this team looks like without Watkins in terms of a minutes display. So against Michigan, Joyce Edwards played her first collegiate game. She also played 29 minutes. She got 10 points. She was only 30% from the field, and 67% from the free throw line. She had 7 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals, 1 block, and two turnovers. That was her first game in collegiate play in Las Vegas. And she has grown so much since that first game to going into the Texas A&M game. Joyce is averaging 19 minutes. She's averaging 11 points. She's shooting 53% from the field. She's shooting 84% from the free throw line. She's getting you 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 1 block, and 2 turnovers. Joyce is playing great basketball. Now, with Watkins out, Joyce immediately becomes the first post player off the bench. Immediately. We'll see that in tomorrow's game. Her ability, being a 3rd overall recruit in the class of 2024, lessens the blow of what how we're going to miss Watkins. Number one, she came off the bench just like Watkins. She was playing more minutes than Watkins. She played about 3 more minutes than Watkins. No, I wouldn't say 3. She played about 2 more minutes than Watkins. She averaged more points. Very similar rebounds. She's not the shot blocker that Watkins is, because Watkins averaging almost 2 blocks a game. Well, if you carry the 1, it's 2 blocks a game. Joyce averaged 1 block a game. Steals about the same. Defense, a little different. But it comes to a point where she has the opportunity to be everything that we thought she was going to be when she was recruited to South Carolina, when we were cheering, we want Joyce last season. Opportunity for SEC Freshman of the Year is right there for Joyce Edwards. It's right there. It is right there. On Thursday's game, on tomorrow's game, I expect Joyce Edwards to play about 27 minutes in this game. That is up about 1/3 of what she normally plays for Carolina. But now you don't have that safety net of Ashlyn Watkins coming to the basketball game. The rotation tomorrow will be Chloe, Joyce, Feagin. And if something goes wrong, you'll see the next person up, I believe, will be Maryam Dauda. But Joyce is the first person I think will make the most of the minutes that are going to be out there with Ashlyn Watkins' absence. The second one is none other than Chloe Kitts, who's playing a terrific season so far. Chloe, coming off a 17-point, 10-rebound game, played substantial minutes against Michigan as well. When Watkins wasn't there, she played 31 minutes, had 19 points, 14 rebounds. She put the world on notice that she has put in the work. She has did everything that you're supposed to do during the offseason to be better. And that game was a coming out party, so to speak, for Chloe. Over the course of the season, she's averaging 9 points, which is more than Watkins. She gave you 7 rebounds, which is also more than Watkins. She assists about the same. Watkins had about a steal more, and Chloe's not a shot blocker. But on tomorrow evening's game, I expect Chloe to get about similar minutes that Joyce going to get. I'm talking about 26, 27 minutes per game. And that's up from the 19 minutes that she has been getting per game. It's just going to look different. It will look different with Watkins not coming off the bench. It will look different with Watkins not blocking those shots that we know and love, throwing them into the 5th row. It will look different. And that brings me to the point of the defense, what she is known for since she's been a Gamecock. Her defensive intensity and rebounding is different. It's immediately different. She's a second leading rebounder on the basketball team, with getting 6.1 rebounds per game behind Chloe Kitts. That will be missed by her. She's a number 1 in shot blocking on this basketball team. She was giving you 1.9 shot blocks per game. We don't have another shot blocker like that. And another one is the steals. Watkins was 4th in the team in steals. Okay, giving you 1.3, steals per basketball game. She obviously the best defender on this team, had the lowest defensive rating of 70, and second in defensive win shares and second in defensive plus minus. She is an exceptional defensive player, and that's going to be missed. We can say all we want about the offense, but defense, we're going to take that will be took down a notch because of her absence. And the injury effects, it's not necessarily going to affect with Texas A&M, because I expect the blowout on tomorrow night, but the injury affects our road to the championship. It affects our road to, after A&M having 5 straight, top 25 opponents, especially with Texas coming into Colonial Life Arena. They're going to give South Carolina all we can handle, the three-time national champions. Rim protection will be a problem for the South Carolina women's basketball team going forward this season. It will be a problem. And with Ashlyn Watkins out for the extended amount of time, her block percentage was 9.6%. 9.6%. The second closest was Feagin, or is Feagin, at 6.5%. So Sania Feagin immediately becomes our best shot blocker on this basketball team. And there's a dip. There's a dip from 9.6 to 6.5. And after that 6.5 is 3.7%. And the player, our second best shot blocker without Ashlyn Watkins there, is MiLaysia Fulwiley. Her shot block percentage is 3.7% on the perimeter. It will look different, ladies and gentlemen. Teams will challenge us at the rim now. That's why Maryam Dauda, who last season at Arkansas was a great shot blocker. She was a great shot blocker. Number 1 in the SEC, Watkins. Number 2 in the SEC, Camila Cardoza. Number 3 was Maryam Dauda. We need some of that. Watkins had the lowest defensive rating on this basketball team at 70.0. The next highest is Chloe Kitts. She's had hers at 76.0. And next after her is Joyce Edwards at 77.4. And then right after that is Feagin with 78.7. Those post players that we have who are going to make the most of these minutes from Ashlyn Watkins are really good defenders. They're not elite like Ashlyn Watkins, but they can do a whole lot of work in the middle. Watkins 6'3". She's gone. You still got 6'2" Chloe. You still got 6'3" Joyce. You still got 6'3" Sania Feagin. They are going to lead the way defensively especially on the post, for this basketball team. Now, with the schedule that we have going forward in the SEC and the SEC tournament and the NCAA tournament, it's going to be tough. It's going to be more difficult. Make no mistake about it. It will be more difficult. The odds in Vegas has changed. They've been lowered some because of this injury. It is significant, but it's still very doable for the three-time national champions. Maryam Dauda, I spoke about her a couple minutes ago in regards to the shot blocking. She hasn't had much burn this season. She's played 77 total minutes. She's gotten you 7 minutes per game, 2 points, 27% from the field, 75% from the free throw line, about 21, 22% from the three-point line, getting you 2 rebounds. She has a defensive rating of 79.1. I hope that Maryam Dauda makes the most of the minutes that's going to be out there. She's a junior. She's a 5-star recruit. Class of 2021, she was ranked 13th in that class. Behind her was Bree Hall. It's time for her to step up at the University of South Carolina. I'm expecting something tomorrow from her. You just got pushed up. You just got pushed up. You just got promoted. You the new squad leader. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got for the South Carolina women's basketball team. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go. You need more. We need more minutes. We need more minutes of you. In all intents and purposes, her minutes need to double. Her minutes need to double going forward. She needs to get about 13, 14 minutes starting tomorrow. And if she's not ready to give you 13, 14 minutes, Adhel Tac needs to step up as well. But I'm expecting Maryam Dauda to be the first one to accept the challenge of more minutes. There is an increased responsibility for the post players. And much like when Watkins went down with an injury, players stepped up, post players stepped up, and I will continue to see those things. We'll see that going forward. Chloe's a dog. Joyce is a dog. Feagin is a dog. And we're going to see those dogs hunt tomorrow. It's that next woman up mentality, but it's very true and very appropriate with this basketball team. No new strategies on offense. No change to the playing style. But here's the thing. If Maryam Dauda is not ready to accept the challenge of more minutes, if Adhel Tac is not ready to accept the challenge of more minutes, if you get in foul trouble on tomorrow night, meaning if Chloe or Feagin or Joyce get in some early foul trouble, you will see, in my humble opinion, a change to 4 guards out there at the same time and 1 post player. Oh, yeah. You're going to see that. You're going to see that. And that will look totally different than what South Carolina's played for the past 10 years, for sure. These girls got to stay out of foul trouble. They really do. And we got to be and we know that's going to be preached to them over the course of practice. We got to be intentional with it, though. We got, in the post. Can't be handsy now. Can't be handsy because you got to stay out on the floor. The rest of the season for South Carolina will look different. It will look uncommon. It will look, it'll be a change. It'll be a change. The rest of the country, in terms of the top level players, have a chance. Have more of a chance now. But this team will overcome adversity. This team will adapt. This team will adapt to any situation and will make the moves and make the choices to still be one of the best, if not the best team in the country. Adversity ain't nothing to the South Carolina team. It is nothing. The potential for a huge season is still out there, regardless of the injury of Ashlyn Watkins. It is next woman up, and the next woman up is another 5-star recruit. This concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, and make sure that you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now rocking with the best. And since you are rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, J-Rock did this beat.